Welcome back. Some quick headlines for you. A 20-year-old Marine from California shot dead while hiking in Oregon. Investigators say that a nearby hunter mistook him for a bear, rustling through some brush. The hunter will not be charged. And brand new video out of Australia where wildlife officials are hunting down that killer shark. Yesterday, the 10-foot great white attacked Texas native George Wainwright. Officials hope to kill the shark and prevent any future attacks. Clayton?
Thank you so much, Ainsley. I'll be joined by my pal, Dave. The Obama administration defending its move to give a $529 million loan to a company that's building electric cars in Finland. The company Fisker says that while they're assembling its Karma electric cars overseas, none of U.S. loan money is being spent on that production.
They say that the U.S. loan money was only spent on manufacturing here in the United States. Is the government's loan part of a larger problem? Let's ask Seton Motley. He's the president of Less Government. He does not drive a $96,000 Fisker, as far as we know.
You don't know that,
right?
Seton, do you drive that car?
You're correct.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay.
No. Full disclosure, I do not.
Again, none of this money went to the manufacturing jobs in Finland, but it's part of a larger narrative that's the problem for the administration, right?
Look, they're enamored with green jobs to the exclusion of reality. These are permanent jobs that manufacturing jobs like Solyndra was permanent manufacturing jobs. General Motors, we're about to lose $15 billion on General Motors. They're producing the Chevy Volt, which costs $41,000 to make. It sells for $41,000. It doesn't make any money. They sold less than $4,000 in a year. Time and time again, they're investing money that we know isn't going to create permanent jobs, that we know isn't going to get any kind of return on our investment. We lose tens of billions of dollars, and they act surprised each and every time it occurs.
Here's what they say. We'll throw up some numbers here on the screen for you. The first part of this loan, $169 million, supported engineering work here in the United States. So U.S. jobs, U.S. money being used to create engineering work here for Fisker in the United States. What do you say to that?
Well, but like I said, it's not going to last because the Chevy Volt's not selling. The $96,000 Karma isn't selling. It's not going to sell. So these jobs aren't going to be permanent because as soon as the government money runs out, people aren't buying the cars, so the jobs go away, just like Solyndra did. People weren't buying the solar panels, so the jobs went away.
Another problem for Fisker is the Ford, the Ford SUV.
Yeah, Explorer?
Explorer SUV actually gets better gas mileage than this green car, so that's a big problem. And Joe Biden said that Fisker would usher in create thousands of American manufacturing jobs. But you could debate whether or not we should be giving money to the green energy industry. But regardless, if we're going to give hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars, shouldn't there be some strings attached?
Well, you would think, well, look, first of all, I don't think the Founding Fathers did not found the government to be a venture capital firm, first of all. Whether you think it's a good idea or not, is it constitutional to be doing this? But beyond that, these are not working out. I mean, we saw it with Solyndra. We saw it, by the way, Fisker's got a crony socialist problem too. I don't say crony capitalist because capitalism actually has a good name. One of the principles in the company behind Fisker is Al Gore. So, these are payoffs to political cronies.
But then what about all these subsidies, right? I mean, there's a call, in some Republican quarters and some conservative quarters to get rid of all of them, right? If you're not going to do it for green jobs, then don't do it for farms. Don't do it for ethanol. Don't do it for oil companies. Don't do it for anyone.
Well, as you pointed out, the name of my organization is Less Government. So, but yes, absolutely. These things are not. They very rarely work out. Look, we've been spending money on ethanol for, 40 years? It still doesn't work. These solar energy jobs are garbage. The solar panels for Solyndra, we knew going in that China was going to undercut us. We did it anyway. The Chevy Volt's not selling, so why are we dumping more money into another even more expensive vehicle that, as you pointed out, gets less mileage than a Ford SUV? I mean, it's just absurd.
It is. All right, Seton Motley, the president of Less Government. Thank you for joining us, sir. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Let us know how you folks feel about Fisker at FF Weekend on